Welcome to the Generation Gap Podcast. My name is Lunchbox.
I'm Gleek.
And why are we looking at nudes on my new television?
Because it's boobies.
There's nothing better to do but look at tits and get drunk.
Welcome to our fucking lives, people.
Oh, shit. Well, here this time we are in a different locale.
Yes.
You can say. Instead of Gleek's bedroom, we are in... we're at Lunchbox Manor, I should say.
Yeah.
Twit.
We ought to take a picture of the surroundings.
I did take a picture of when I moved the glass table.
I'm thinking about this excellent selection of lumber laying here in the living room.
And fake fireplace shit that we ended up tearing the fuck apart.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta haul that shit off tomorrow.
Yeah, bolt pickup day. Also, I'll get
Yay.
the shit off the fucking roof tomorrow. Or off this fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think I posted the pictures on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy's weird-ass spacers you put up here.
Yeah, the Coke and Pepsi bottle tops.
I can't even fathom why he fucking did that. I mean, I understand the idea of spacers to help hold the insulation up, you know?
But it's not like...
It's not like that shit's expensive.
Well, it too, I don't believe that he ran out of money.
I think he run out of meth. I think that's what happened.
Mental illness, or people who say they claim mental illness.
Yeah.
Sometimes are mentally ill in their own little special way, and that just happened to be the one. And
it could be he was just a fucking retard.
Yeah, he was pretty stupid. He told me when we were at the courthouse. After my dad told him that there was a $5,000 lien on the property from like fucking way after it had expired. Okay, but we want to go ahead and check into it. He looked over at me and told me that $2,000 for 5 years of rent before they take it as a good deal. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm about to put a whole bunch of money into this place in that 5 years. And like, it wouldn't have been no fucking big deal before I bought this place.
Yeah.
If they came and took this piece of shit out from under you before I fixed it up.
Yeah, either way, you can get it.
Yeah.
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 His problems aren't your problems.
Yeah, they're not.
You know?
But, you know, all that's in the fucking past, and I had to worry about any of that fucking horse shit, because we talked to a lawyer while we were there, who handled a couple of cases. Holy fucking Christ. Who handled a couple of cases for people that we knew. Told us, oh yeah, this is beyond the statute of limitations. This will never hold up if they wanted to do anything for it, which they wouldn't. They would have done something in the time that it needed to be allocated, because I don't think they would waste their fucking time doing that shit anyway.
Yeah. Oh, well. It's yours. Your name's on the fucking paper.
Yeah.
That's all that fucking matters.
Yep. But I was finally able to get approved for a loan to start fixing up this place, and today, me and my dad, we went to Lowe's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I seen the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went a little bit tweet crazy while I was there, because I was fucking bored.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, you know, all this stuff is really exciting by the time you get around for doing it, but the little intricacies of it,
yeah,
with someone who's a big of a nerd about fixing stuff like my dad is.
Yeah, he's like a Hank Hill of fucking, I don't know, fucking remodeling.
Yeah, just magically just, oh. But,
yeah.
but,
Bobby, come here and look at this toilet. This motherfucking rocket toilet.
He was going through and explaining to me, which is probably, you know, valuable knowledge for a first-time homeowner. Probably, like, endlessly valuable for a first-time homeowner. But the little intricacies of a hot water heater.
Oh, yeah.
I was bored to tears. Like, when you're in a place for 2.5 hours, maybe, and the most exciting part is when you pick out a toilet for the name, like for the phrase on the toilet, flush engine. You got a fucking problem.
Well, it's totally out of your league. It's not something you've ever had to deal with. You've never had to fucking deal with this, you know?
No, it's beyond anything that I've ever done before.
Well, hopefully it's the only time in your life you'll ever have to fucking deal with it.
And I don't know if I'll get into rental property or not. So
I don't know if I'd even bother. I mean, yeah, rental properties, you can make money and blah, 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 blah. But it just sounds like it's a fucking hassle. You get some jackass in, he's going to tear the fucking place up, you're going to have trouble trying to get his ass out. Who the fuck knows what kind of shit's going to go down?
Yeah.
You know?
I've heard good and bad things about owning rental property.
Yeah.
It's just...
I mean, I lived in a trailer park. I've seen what can happen to rental property.
Yeah. Well, what about that one dude you told me about that, you know...
Which one?
The one, I don't know if I want to actually mention the crime
Okay.
that he did. Fuck it. Murder? That you guys... The one guy in the trailer court I think you told me about.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah, that fucking wackadoo. The guy that, like, killed his girlfriend?
Yeah.
And then, like, killed himself?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a murder-suicide. So.
Yeah. Well, suicide after the fact, like a day later.
Well, still it'd be ruled as a murder-suicide.
Okay. That was, yeah, just... Alright, we was 17, or I was 17. My buddies, you know... My buddy was like 15, my brother's 15. We slip into this fucking trailer. It's been abandoned for fucking months, right? Ain't nobody lived in this fucking trailer. We just wanted a place to fucking hang out, you know?
Yeah.
And wasn't nobody there. We knew that this guy had fucking offed himself or something. But not there. He did it somewhere else. We go in there, dude, and this is fucking creepy. We find this gigantic fucking box of Playboys. I mean, some vintage, nice old Playboys, you know? There was some Penthouse and some other shit. We opened that fucking box up, got to digging. Every picture, every titty picture in the whole fucking thing, the whole box, had been cut out.
What?
All of them. Every picture, there wasn't a titty or an ass or nothing to be found in that whole fucking Playboy. Yeah. And I mean, like, maniacal had cut perfect shapes of the body out of the paper. It wasn't just like a square, you know what I mean? Cut a square out of the paper.
So almost like something Zodiac killer.
Yeah. Yeah, like he had took a straight, like a X-Acto knife.
Wow.
And cut. Like he was doing old school Photoshop, you know?
Yeah.
And cut every fucking titty picture out of every... Dude, I'm telling you, it was a big fucking box. Like, it wasn't no little milk crate or some bullshit. It was a big old honking fucking box of Playboys.
It makes me wonder what part of the psyche broke and where.
I have no idea.
Because, like, was it just like a long-term, like, hate toward...
Well, in some of them, and we figured it was like the ones he went through at first, right?
Yeah.
The bodies were hacked out. They weren't as exact. It was kind of like ovals around some of them. And the faces were marked out with marker.
So...
But as it went on, it got more and more exact. Until, like... And imagine reverse... Like, the ones at the bottom are obviously the ones he started with.
Yeah, and the ones that on top are the ones he kind of perfected his skill at.
Yeah, they got this fucking precisely cut out. And... I mean, I guess you could measure his madness through that box of fucking Playboys.
Fuck.
You know? And I remember us being teenagers, we were getting pissed, dude. We were fucking slinging shit. You know, like grabbing these Playboys up. God damn it! God damn it! Fuck! You know? There was Playboys all over that fucking... I
came here to see tits and I don't get fucking nothing!
There ain't nothing but covers, man. He left the covers front and back.
This just perfect.
Yeah.
Have they ever shown like shit on the cover of a
No.
Playboy? No, they've always been tasteful.
Yeah, tasteful.
And you read them for the jokes and the artist interviews.
And the articles. I'm reading it for the articles.
Speaking of reading the articles, this is the first Playboy I actually ever tossed my biscuits to.
Which one?
Fucking Tori Wilson.
Wow.
Like you started talking about Playboys, and that's that brought up my
I think it's
my own
one
memories.
of my favorites. I want to say it was December of '86.
Yeah?
There's this one picture. I've seen it multiple times. People have posted it, but it was like my favorite centerfold when I was a kid. But yeah,
let's search that shit.
Back to that dude, right?
Uh-huh.
We found his fucking suicide note.
What?
Yeah. And
So it's like even more dark shit.
it was like a fucking manuscript. And just, I mean, you were diving off into this sumbitch's psyche, you know? And it creeped us out because I got to reading it and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, good.
And I got to reading to my brother and my buddy. And dude, it was like all of a sudden I got a page or so into it and everybody just stood up. I mean, just that quick. I threw that shit down.
Just like we're done.
Yeah, I threw it down in the fucking box. We all stood up at the same fucking time. And like, we're done with this shit. And it was weird that box
it must have been like
the house hadn't really been gone through.
Uh-huh.
But that box of Playboys was out in the center of the fucking room. Like right in the middle of the living room.
Well, maybe it's where he decided to leave it. Like,
yeah.
Women of 7-Eleven? What's the issue?
That was one of them I had.
Yeah, this is the 86 one that you're talking about.
Yeah, drop down and see what that's about.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I had that.
Well, fuck shit.
It might have been December of '86. It was this one I remember that this chick wearing this really nice fucking like blue see-through nightie thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen the picture. It's somewhere in the mid-'80s. I'd have to find it. Oh yeah, I had that issue. Yep.
Oh, blue see-through nightie. Here we go. Well, if I could fucking hit the right... God fucking damn it.
And this is why you don't have internet on your fucking television.
Well, I'm using the PlayStation television remote.
Fuck that.
JavaScript will open this in any window.
I'm too old for this shit. I really am.
Yes.
I'm too old for it.
Oh, fuck no.
Would you lose it? What?
I'm not sure what the fuck happened. I think I opened it. Oh no, it's got pop-up ads.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, that ain't the girl, but that's one on my head.
Time to close browser.
Oh yeah, I remember her too. The one there on the bed there.
Yeah.
With a striped thing. I don't remember from fucking sucking dick in Playboy. What the fuck?
Were they sucking dick?
Oh, that bitch got a cock in her mouth.
That's never happened in Playboy.
Not in Playboy. Not in my days.
No, they also don't have that shit.
I'd say maybe in Hustler, but it sure as fuck wasn't in Playboy.
How do I go to... Oh yeah, it's fucking one of these.
You know, back when, dude? Us kids, we didn't give a shit really about Playboy. Playboy was just it was something we traded, you know what I mean? We traded those issues and shit.
Yeah.
It was all about shit like fucking We and the fucking Hustlers, you know?
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. I think the raunchiest fucking, I'm going to call it a stroke book because there's no other thing that can be described as.
Yeah.
I was a fucking kid. I was like 11-year-old. Okay, 12-year-old. It was 1986. All right. And this is fucked up. I don't even know where this fucking thing come from. But I remember this fucking magazine I had. And what the fuck am I doing with porn books in 1986 at 12. Dude, it was like, I swear to God, it had Harley Davidson written on the fucking cover. It was like a biker bitch book. I mean, that's all it was fucking souped up chopper bikes, you know what I mean? Just motorcycles and shit.
It's
And
porn.
And like fucking old biker bitches all over it. Like wore out old floppy tittied biker bitches.
Just the nastiest of coons.
It was disgusting. But I remember this ad in the very back of this sumbitch, and it was an ad for Harley Davidson beer. And I don't know to this day. I knew that they made a thing one time, Harley Davidson beer. And I don't know if it was a commemorative, a joke, or what. And I don't even know if this was a real ad or a joke ad, but it fucking looked real. But it said Harley Davidson beer, and it had this... That's fucking disgusting. That is fucking nauseating, dude.
Oh, God, fucking, I can't go back.
Oh, my God.
I can't go back.
Make it stop.
I can't go back.
Fucking close it out, man.
I'm trying, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Alright, Harley Davidson beer.
Fuck. Be glad you didn't see that, folks. Fuck
It's so fucking horrifying when
I have seen some raunchy shit in my life.
That
dude.
is some fucked up shit.
Yep. Anyway, Harley Davidson beer. There's this black label can of beer between this like nasty set of titties. I mean, just nasty. And they're just wedged right between this bitch's titties. That's all you can see is like the beginning of her gut up to her neck. You know what I mean? With these big floppy titties and a can of Harley Davidson right between them. And she has nut all over the can, her tits, all over her, just all over her. And it looked like a real fucking ad for Harley Davidson beer. To this day, I have no idea, was that some actual fucking ad? Or was that like some totally bootleg fucking magazine that they didn't care about copyright? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't.
Because, dude, I could have probably sold that magazine now as some weird ass, what the fuck kind of collectible. You know? It was so disgusting, I didn't even want to spank to it.
No.
No.
No, because...
And I mean, when I was 12, I spanked the fucking Sears catalog. I didn't give a shit. You know? I'd spank to a fucking hard breeze. I was a kid on Christmas, boy, and I was going to wear them toys out, you know?
I think the most I ever spanked it in a 24-hour period had to have been 12. 12 times in a 24-hour period.
12?
12 times.
You got me beat.
I don't know why I had that urge to just...
Monkey spank the fuck out of it.
Just beat it raw and senseless.
Yank that motherfucker out by the root.
Yeah, I want to close browser. Can't figure out what I was doing. But yeah, I jerked off 12 times in the 24-hour period, and I remember the last
Jesus Christ.
I was like fucking... I was like 12 or 13 when I was doing this.
Ow, ow, ow.
It wasn't like a case of ow, 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 ow.
Yeah.
I remember the last time, like, I jerked off before I went to bed. That it was sore. It hurt. And I think at the end, it had a little flag that said bang come out at the end.
It looked like a little red hot tamale.
It was probably the most purple thing that had ever existed in the history of ever.
Well, never that much.
And my fucking PlayStation just crashed. Fantastic.
Of course.
Of fucking course.
The most ever for one day with me was actually with a girl. It was 6 times in a course of about 4 hours. And it's once again, I look back on it and I'm like, you know what? It wasn't worth my time.
No.
It was not worth the time or the effort. Because, ooh, you got, you was with a woman 6 times. Ooh. The bullshit I put up with. You know?
Maybe that's why I've like, I don't know. I try to explain to people.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with talking to girls.
No.
I don't have a problem with getting with girls.
No, I could get with girls fucking no problem at all.
My problem is I get a case of the buckets
Mm-hmm.
really, really hard.
Uh-huh.
To where it gets to the point where I literally have said, I'm an adult,
Mm-hmm.
you're an adult,
Mm-hmm.
we both have needs, why don't we just take care of them?
Let's just scratch this fucking itch. Not play no fucking games.
It's like the last girl I had sex with, which that story got completely cut out from the end of one of our shows.
Yeah, that story was pretty raunchy. I don't even know if we should even.
I know I'm not
go back on it.
I'm not going to tell it again.
Let's put it this way: it was nasty.
Yeah, I might tell it again in the future, but it just got to the point to where I was like, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" And we'd hung out, and I'd end up. She'd end up just teasing me, and then nothing would ever come from it.
She was a blue baller.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, and it took me like a fucking week before I realized that. Like, I'd hang out with her a few hours here and a few hours there.
Yeah.
Until finally, dude, I just got like a case of fuck it, and then like a week after not hanging out at all,
Mm-hmm.
I called her and I was like, "Hey, do you want to like hang out or something?"
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "No, I'm my friends." I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever, I don't care."
Yeah.
Then I talked to her for another week, and then she decided to text me, and I was like, "Oh, you want to talk to me again?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like one of those things. like I told her that. Like, I don't fucking give a shit if you talk to me or not. I don't give a shit if I even have a relationship with you, like, or know you as a person. As far as I care, I have enough friends.
Yeah.
Like, I've told that to people, like, this fucking horseshit. No, listen, all right.
Yeah, I got
horseshit that
mad.
people do about like getting in the friend zone and complaining about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They make it for themselves.
Yeah, you damn right.
They allow themselves to be put in that position because they're not fucking honest in the beginning with them. It's like, I want to be able to have a relationship with you, or I just want to fuck.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's all you got to fucking do. It's like, I want to be your friend. No, if you want to be their fucking friend first and buy them shit that you're never fucking going to get out of that situation.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told a girl one time, and she was doing the drag her feet bullshit of breaking up. Mm-hmm. And I seen it coming. I was just letting her fucking talk because, I don't know. I wasn't in the mood to argue or nothing, you know? And she's doing her bullshit. And she said, but we can still be friends.
Fuck that.
And well, my reaction to her, I said, God damn it. If I wanted a friend, I'd buy a fucking dog.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was it. I was done, you know? And she looked at me like I had shot her. Like she could not believe, I'm so wounded. I'm like, bitch, you're the one walking off from me.
Yeah. Like, well, you're just fucking, instead of,
I refuse to be cucked. Well, I will not be cucked by this.
But instead of, taking a little bit off the, instead of peeling off the skin, that's going to show up.
Fucking PlayStation.
Instead of, peeling off the skin and, eating the fucking chicken breast, fucking nitpicking around.
Yeah,
right for the white meat.
Just grab a handful.
Yeah. Where she was just like, well, the fucking little pickup. Fuck that shit. If you're going to break up, then fucking break up. Don't fucking beat around the goddamn bush with it.
Exactly.
It's like, alright. I've had my eyebrows waxed one time.
What?
The middle part of my eyebrow. I had my unibrow waxed.
Oh my god. No.
This, dude.
Never.
It was more often of the woman that does my hair. The blonde up in fucking Murray that I told you about.
Let me guess. Leaned over, sucking titties in your face, and you're like, do whatever you want, baby. Do whatever the fuck you want.
It was that, and two, I just wanted to, I wanted to see what this whole thing was about at the same time. All right. And this will get back to...
you ain't gonna get into beauty tips again, are you?
No.
All right.
But
I hear anything about fucking exfoliating fucking soap. I am so out of here.
But she fucking dabbled this thick putty shit. That's the best way to describe it. It's not actual wax.
Yo.
Weed would think of.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Plumber's caulk.
Yeah. But it was like this fucking thick, all right? She was like, well, it's not going to be perfect because you're a guy and, fucking guys don't give a shit. And I was like, yeah, fuck, whatever. Right off the cane, fucking blood, like a little bit of blood was coming out because, like, those hairs will never come back again at that point. And I was the biggest fucking girl, apparently, about it that had ever been in there. Dudes are not cut out for that shit.
No.
And that's why you need to make breaking up as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Just to fucking tear it off.
Get the pain over with. Yeah. Yeah.
What fucking pain? like seriously, if you care, alright, if you care about a person that much to where you're gonna have like pain afterward,
yeah,
then either emotionally you are in an unstable place, or that person was actually cut out for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it, but I'm just going to say this. There's a lady in my past to this day. To this fucking day, I think of this bitch every day of my life.
Yeah.
There isn't not one day that she didn't pop in my head for a split second. And once a fucking year, and I'm never going to I don't know, I may tell it someday. But every fucking year, there's at least one day that I always feel like shit. And I'm just going to say it's because of a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the most painful fucking time of my life.
Yeah.
And it lasted for years. It's like, oh, your heart? You don't fucking need that. Yeah.
It's like, I always,
just rip that motherfucker out by the root, boy.
Alright, you remember my one ex that was from up north, right? The one that
was from up north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that nobody fucking liked.
I didn't like her when I first met her. I didn't say shit, but I remember just going like, oh boy. Yeah. Lunchbox got him a winner.
But after the breakup with her, which it really didn't affect me, like, I thought it was going to be fucking painful, but it wasn't. It was more like this big sigh of relief.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, right after that, my mom had introduced me to Sam Kinison.
Mm-hmm.
And his stand-up bit where he talks about, it's like, oh, I'm not going to hurt you. Talking about women, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to hurt you, you know? We're in love. You know? I think it rips into his chest, like fucking takes a bite out of his heart that he does. Dude.
Yeah.
That summed up relationships for me and why I haven't given a shit since.
Dude, his comedy, yeah, that affected me when I was young.
Yeah.
You know, I remember him fucking screaming, it's like rape. You remember he's talking about too. He want to go out with his friends, and
she's got his dick in the purse because it's removable.
Yeah,
it's like good thing, guys, that these things aren't detachable.
Exactly.
But honey, all the guys are taking theirs. No, she still won't let me take mine.
And then talking about he could hear that pussy cock, like a fucking gun pointed to your head, you know.
I'm in hell!
I'm in hell!
Shoot me, please! Dude, that whole bit... Dude, that's another reason why I openly refuse to, like, give a shit about my lawn.
Your lawn?
Yeah, my lawn. I openly refuse to give a shit about my lawn, because Sam Kinison spits, like, why do you think that married men go outside and just will kneel down and, like, look through crabgrass? It's because they're trying to get away from that bitch!
So what he's saying is that Hank Hill deep down really wants to kill Peggy.
Yeah, that's why he's like out in the shed and working all the time.
Yeah,
like dude, I never realized it until I heard comedians like Bill Burr talk about it, because he was talking about how his dad was like a violent, raging man a lot in his childhood, and said he would go out and just like, I'm going outside, or I'm going to the garage.
Yeah,
because he was just trying to get away from his wife. And, like,
it's like, it doesn't need it, but I'm going to rebuild that carburetor for the 14th fucking time.
It makes me think of, like, back when I was a little kid. My dad used to work at the Country Ham place. It used to be over in Dresden.
Yeah, over Ken 10.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Martin, wasn't it? Martin Hams?
No, Miller's.
Miller's. I think it was Martin.
I don't remember.
I think that's what they called it. Anyway, I know what you're talking about.
But
down there by where I used to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he used to work over in there.
Yeah.
And I remember he would come home on, Friday and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
shortly after he did, or after we ate dinner, he would go out to the shed.
Mm-hmm.
Just start working on shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't ever realize why he was out there.
Yeah.
Or what he was doing until later on I watched some things. I was like, I got to think to myself, it's like Dad trying to get away from Mom that time? Did Dad just need some him time at that moment? Was that what was happening?
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, I'd see my father just do some weird shit like that.
Well,
Like I was talking about rebuilding the carburetor.
mm-hmm.
There's no other reason. I can't think of why my dad would decide, today I'm yanking the whole front off my car, and I'm just going to flush the whole fucking radiator, and everything's getting pulled out and put back together. There is no fucking reason why he did some of the shit he did.
Unless later on, I've noticed with my dad, it's
Mm-hmm.
not to get away from people, it's just that he's gotten quirkier
Yeah.
in his old age.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say old age, but, the local restaurant we have here at the snack shop.
Yeah.
Right. You know how, the older people go out there and hang out with each other?
Yeah.
Well, Thursday I had off.
They have done that ever since I was a fucking kid.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Thursday I had off. And after I got my teeth cleaned and I got my loan,
Mm-hmm.
Dad called me and he was like, when you're about to come into town,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go get the snack shop. I was like, all right, Dad. And plus I hadn't been up there in fucking forever.
Yeah.
But we go up there and we get a couple of cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm.
And, some of the older folks are in there and they're all gathered. There's 3 of them at a table.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad talks to him back and forth. And then he tells me something that, it took a little bit to sink in.
Mm-hmm.
That it was like, oh yeah, I normally eat lunch with them.
Mm-hmm.
Or normally eat breakfast with them. That he sits at the table with the older people and sits and chats with them. And I'm like, my dad
No.
is slowly becoming one of those people.
No.
That just is a fixture of our small town in that little location.
I refuse. I refuse to fit in that category ever. I will never be that guy. I will never be that fucking guy.
Well, what's funny is my mom has had an open invitation from the older gentleman that sit up here at the gas station in the morning. That when she retires, to come up there in the morning and sit with them. The retirees that come up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be part of their little social club.
Yeah. It's so fucking bizarre to me because I don't ever see myself doing that.
I can taste the metal of the shotgun in my mouth already.
I don't ever see you doing that.
Fuck
I don't
no.
and I didn't see my parents doing that, but I'm thinking about it, I'm like, they're getting up there a little bit.
Well, we live right there near it, and I remember my grandparents when they lived there on our property. They didn't do that shit. Mm-hmm. Neither one of my grandparents had any fucking interest in hanging out with other people.
Yeah.
They're like, I already have my friends. I'll fucking call my friends. I want to hang out. I'll call my friends.
We'll go fucking hang out.
Yeah. My grandmother, it was, grandmotherly stuff, old fashioned, she'd call her friends and...
Let's all go to Martin.
No,
Let's all go shopping.
For them, it was, let's sit and watch the stories and quilt.
Yeah.
And they would sit and watch fucking... fucking NBC fucking soap opera bullshit and quilt.
For my dad's mother, it was, let's get a small group together and play canasta.
Canasta?
Have you ever fucking played canasta?
Once, a long time ago.
I actually learned the game a long time ago, and I have forgotten it since. But it's one of those things I think I remember how to play canasta,
yeah.
But it's not one of those things that would be like, "Hey guys, let's go and play canasta."
I'm gonna be honest. There's only 2 fucking card games I give a shit about. If I get bored,
Texas Hold'em poker.
Well, not really. I ain't big on Texas Hold'em.
I like Texas Hold'em.
No. Like, so with me, if I'm by myself, I'll play solitaire. I've played solitaire since I've been like 4-year-old.
I can't sit and be like...
No, it's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
It's boring as fuck, but...
Like, I am even... Like, if I could sit here and just be quiet, I'd be less bored...
Yeah.
Than what I would be if I was to play solitaire.
Well, when I was a kid, I remember being showed how to play solitaire when I was like 4.
I didn't learn how to play solitaire really until I was like fucking 12.
Well,
because I was like, I don't give a shit about this game. It's on Windows.
Yeah, that fucking $1,000 deck of cards. But yeah, like, so the other game I played just straight fucking, 5-card draw poker. Just good old fashioned fucking straight up poker. Dude, I used to play dirty. I was a dirty fucking poker player, but not like cheater. I mean, okay, there was a couple of times that me and my buddies, we fibbed at it a bit.
Yeah.
But we were playing against assholes that thought they were going to get one over on us. So me and him scammed the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's different. But other than that, I could just sit and play poker, just straight up with buddies, playing it. Yeah, we'd sit and play that shit all fucking night sometimes. We used to actually get so fucking bored of Nintendo. I mean, seriously, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo.
I can't get mine to work on this new television.
Yeah, I know, that sucks.
Fuck.
Brand new fucking TV and you can't play the goddamn Nintendo.
I have,
You're gonna have to buy VCR or something.
I have Tetris on PlayStation.
It's Tetris on PlayStation.
Alright, fucker.
It ain't like old school Nintendo Tetris, is it?
No, it's, fucking Bright Lights Big City.
Oh, fuck that. No. If it ain't fucking like regular fucking Nintendo, I have no interest.
When, back when I first started getting into, poker, it's when, it started getting big on television for the first time.
Yeah.
And, we had bought, or my mom had bought an 8-foot poker table for like $10.
Is that the one she still got?
Yeah, in the storage shed.
Fuck. No wonder she's storing it.
Yeah. So we used to get together and like me and a bunch of my 8th grade buddies and fucking play Texas Hold'em every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I like Texas Hold'em so much. I've played 5-card, I've played, fucking different kinds, but I've always enjoyed a good old-fashioned game of you have 2 cards, you have to get lucky the rest of the time. Not like, I'm going to throw these cards away, like where there's more strategy. I like it where it's purely luck.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's just how poker fucking runs.
Well, it's strategy, dude. Poker, real poker, talking about straight fucking poker, is strategy as fuck.
Yeah.
And, well, most of it, too, is just fucking learning to read the people you're playing against. And
to me, that's a lot what Texas Hold'em about.
Yeah.
Texas Hold'em is just more about a liar's game.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Well, so we used to play, we'd get bored playing Nintendo and shit, and we'd start playing poker. Be fucking high and drunk as son of a bitch, boy. Playing the fuck out some poker.
Let's see if
I used to be able to fucking read people. I used to be pretty good at that. I could tell when a person was bullshitting me.
I'm trying to figure out what the other buttons do on here. Because, like, normally there's, like, a slam button where you can just instantly project it down.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, and I can't fucking remember what it is. Fuck!
I can't. I couldn't play this version.
It's fucking... I want my Nintendo to work, goddamn. Alright, I never do that. I never fucking do that. Anyway.
I've been playing, the only game I've been playing of late, I've been playing the shit out of it, that fucking Atari pinball.
Yeah.
God damn, I love that game, dude. It's so fucking basic. I mean, it is so fucking simple. You can turn your brain off.
Fucking...
Yeah, you just turn your brain off and play it.
The only game I'm playing is like a game you give absolutely zero shits about. So it's like, oh, so Lunchbox, what have you been playing? Fucking Dragonball Z Xenoverse, and you're like, oh. Fact.
Why are you even bothering? If you don't give a shit about it, why bother?
No, I'm talking about like you don't.
Oh,
give a
me.
shit about
No,
it.
I thought you said
like
you.
I give plenty of shits about it. I'm like, I want to be Super Saiyan lesbian.
Yeah, well, you can be a Super Saiyan lesbian. I don't care.
I have real Super Saiyan, and then like I get my ass kicked.
My give a fucks for that are under 9,000. Let's put it that way.
They're -9,000 to give a fucks. But
I'm telling you, there's a layer of hell. There's a layer of hell that is nothing but that shit. No matter where you look, it's playing on everything. It's playing on the walls, playing on the door. It's playing on the tree. It's in the grass. It's in the sky.
For you,
it's in the inside of your fucking eyelids.
For you, that would be a layer of hell. If hell exists, that would be your hell.
Yeah.
For me, my hell, I think, would be to watch like a non-stop marathon of C-SPAN.
C-SPAN.
It would just be like, today they fucking drone on.
Well, let's be honest. When you watch C-SPAN, it's not the guy on the television that's doing the screaming. It's you doing the screaming.
Just stop! Just make it well, no,
Yeah.
to me,
Quit
to be
being
able to...
such fucking crooks.
No, for me, watching C-SPAN, it's like fucking Alex in A Clockwork Orange with his fucking eyeballs taped open. And I'm just like, oh my god, can I be even more... Who's Jade? Who's Nay, you fucks?
Well, with me, I just look at it and I'm just like, quit being such criminal bastards.
Dude, I would much rather be surrounded by a boatload of criminals than have to watch 10 minutes of fucking C-SPAN. I would much rather be in the presence of murderers and rapists than to watch 10 minutes of C-SPAN.
Well, you are. If
I
you're watching C-SPAN, you're probably watching plenty of murders and rapists. Every day they murder the Constitution and then they rape it too.
I would much rather watch a 24-hour marathon of swamp people than to watch 10 minutes of C-SPAN.
Let's mention this. Okay. Neither one of us watch a lot of television, and I sure as fuck don't. I don't get that show. I don't understand it. I don't fucking get it. It's the same fucking show over and over and over. All right?
It's that with like all television, though.
Yeah, but my point being is that every time I've ever fucking seen that shit on TV, and I stop for, I mean, it's not me watching it, it's other people, and I sit for a minute talking to them or something, and I'm watching what's on TV, it's the same goddamn thing.
It's like you've seen the same episode.
It's the same thing. Oh, they've got so many things to get on their ticket, and it's going to be the end of the season, and they got to get them Gators.
They got to get them Gators.
Fuck you.
I watched this shit for, I don't know. Like, I don't ever pay attention to what it's on. I'm normally doing other shit.
Yeah, it's in the background and shit.
Like when my mom's just been like, I'm going to watch my show.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, good for you.
Yeah.
So, whenever I do pay attention to it, I try to mostly ignore it because it is just the same fucking dreadful, repeating shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking Storage Wars.
Oh,
I know
my
people
God.
that will like nerd the fuck out over Storage Wars, and even one of the guys that's back on the show now, Dave Hester, came out and said, "Oh yeah, they fucking fluffed the lockers. A lot of it's fake. It's scripted, and I bet they fucking had to pay him the fattest check to be back because they couldn't make anyone else look like the bad guy, like they can him.
Yeah,
and I bet he's just playing along with it."
Yeah, getting paid.
Playing the actual businessman out of fucking any of them.
Yeah, he's
getting
fucking
his
paid.
Money.
Yeah.
Dude,
all TV is getting like this. It's just, you can't watch a goddamn thing without seeing the scripting. You can't do it. Fuck, I see the scripting and silly shit like on the news.
Yeah.
You know?
Today there were 17 bodies found and...
Yeah, and we're going to push this agenda because for whatever reason it somehow will fucking change the laws in a way that our fucking corporate masters want. And
it's there's for certitude, never mind. We're going. That one rapist at that college was read at the Rolling Stones. Caused a big uproar, but no one did any fucking fact check. Did you hear about that shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they run this big-ass story, and nobody actually bothered to look it the fuck up and see what the fuck's going on.
And this Rolling Stone, they want to be, at least back when, fucking
Hunter S.
Thompson was there.
Yeah.
A legitimate news source.
Yeah.
Like an indie news kind of, this is for the counterculture.
Of course, that shit probably ended back whenever it was still like a fucking newspaper, when it was a fold-up rag type paper.
Yeah, but they wanted a legit story, and then what they got and just shoveled out was just fucking horseshit.
Oh, yeah.
And it made a bunch of people look really, really bad. A lot of powerful people.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Nobody cares.
No, nobody fucking gives
Nobody
a shit
give
after
a fuck.
fact.
Dude, a month. You give it a month, nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah,
they don't
everyone's
even know
forgotten about it. And except for the people that are like, some shit went down here.
Yeah, but come on. Those are the smart people. They don't count.
Oh.
They're not the fucking mass of dumbasses that watch Swamp People. You know what I mean?
It's the same kind of folks that watch... Okay. I was over at a longtime buddy's my house. I'll mention. I've told some stories about him, growing up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He has the same name as one of your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I went over to his house the first time I even fucking talked to him, probably like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And him and his girlfriend, fiance, whatever the fuck she is,
Yeah.
we're marathon watching on Hulu, fucking The Real World.
You were fucking kidding me.
I wish I was. But this is the same person that's like, he's pretty much a dude, bro.
Yeah. I remember talking about that guy.
Without knowing the definition or that there is such a thing.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that he fits a stereotype.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that he fits a stereotype, and good for him to be his own person, and that's what he is.
But at the same time,
I'm like, dude, fuck. He was like, oh yeah, don't get a PS4, get an Xbox One. No one likes a PS4, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like
they tell you this on The Real World today.
Like honestly, the only people that have and play regularly the Xbox Ones are just dude bros. They're like, oh yeah, I want to keep being with my friends.
Yeah.
Which, if you do have a gaming console, go where your friends are.
Yeah.
But if you want to have actual power in the shit that you do, always try to go for something better.
Yeah.
If third-party titles are your thing, or first-party titles are your thing, say like Halo or...
Oh, God, no.
Or, well, it's just examples.
I can't, no, fuck Halo.
Yeah.
I just don't give a fuck about
Well,
Halo.
I don't even like the PlayStation counterpart of Halo, which is Killzone.
Yeah, I played the first Halo.
care.
A buddy of mine, his kids had, like an Xbox or something, had it. And fuck that. I played it for about 20 minutes, and I just, no, fuck this.
Me and a buddy of mine back in, 8th grade, we, plowed through the first Halo on Xbox. And it was, the first time I ever fucking seen an Xbox or did anything with one. So, it was an experience then, but I later got it on PC. And by the time I had gotten it on PC, it was all Latin Americans that were playing it. So, I got the purple flying thing. I don't remember the name of the purple flying. It said purple flying thing. I'll probably catch a load of shit if a lot of people listen to this episode. Then I remember the name of the fucking purple flying thing in Halo, which, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's
the Super Duper X1 Class 7.
Yeah,
blah,
fuck,
blah,
it's
blah.
all the aluminum pigeon to me.
Yeah, it's just the flying thing.
Yeah. I slammed said purple flying thing into the enemy base because all I did was play capture the flag and proceeded to spawn kill the living fuck out of everybody to the point everyone left except for me.
You were spawn camping.
Well, I didn't mean to spawn camp. I just thought it was actual war. And decided to ram my artillery vehicle into the enemy base and shoot all of the motherfuckers.
Yeah, as they appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be any grand military strategy and not considered spawn killing.
Exactly.
So go fuck yourself if you think that's spawn killing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking video games.
Well, I'm so picky, man, about video games.
Even this version of Tetris, which I am kicking its ass right now.
I know. I've watched you do a couple of moves, and it's almost like you pause the fucking piece as it's falling. You know, you're spinning it and shit, but it almost looks like it fucking pauses the piece for a second. And it's driving me ape shit.
It's like making you so mad. Dude, I can do this in NES Tetris.
It's just so wrong.
I'm shitting you not, the same shit that I'm doing here.
Uh-huh.
I can do in NES Tetris, except for like the whole blocks thing, which makes it significantly easier.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I just watched once, it looked like that fucking block just hovered there. Yeah, if you're wondering, folks, he's sitting there he's talking and playing Tetris.
I don't even know how I'm able to do this. Like, this is the first time I've even attempted to do something like this.
You just did it again. You did it again! The fucking piece levitated.
Dude, I don't understand, like...
That fucking piece levitated.
Because I do this in every fucking version of Tetris that I play.
Oh my god.
I will admit, though, the NES Tetris version is a little stickier.
Yeah.
Like, that's about it.
Well, there's only two versions of Tetris I can give a fuck about. Is original Nintendo Tetris and Game Boy Tetris. That's it.
I really would like to at least once play the Tengen version of Tetris, the Soviet Challenge. Or was that for the Commodore? I don't remember which.
It was for Nintendo. Tengen, black cartridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
They do a player horse shit. It looks fuck that.
But that's got the fucking guy that created his fucking stamp all the fuck over it. Yeah, and that's probably the only reason why I want to play it.
Well, a buddy of mine, his girlfriend had it when we were, teenagers. And I remember, like, going over to her house, with him and shit. And she's playing this, and we got to fucking with it. And I was just like, oh, fuck this. This version of Tetris is scab Tetris,
Fuck.
And now it's the one that's worth money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because hell, even then she was talking about she bought it at like a fucking yard sale or a pawn shop for nothing.
Because nobody wanted it.
Yeah.
Everyone thought I was like, man, this is the fucking knockoff Tetris.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's why she got it, because it was so cheap. She wanted Tetris and she didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't picky, but it irked me. I couldn't play it. And see, that's the thing. I don't play a lot of games. And I really do. I realize I am...
I was going to fire up Punch-Out if I could get the fucking NES to work.
Yeah.
But
sit down and show you how to play some motherfucking Punch-Out.
It takes me some practice to get into Punch-Out.
I just shove your ass out of the way and like fucking sit back, boy, and watch how it's fucking done.
Because I think I have to really learn the timing for each one and
that's what I'm saying.
Careful about it.
I got imprinted like a duck. I like some of these newer games. But I'm going to be honest, like, looking at your fucking P3 sitting here, it doesn't even look like a fucking gaming console to me.
No. Because they wanted so badly.
It looks like a DVD player.
Well, they wanted so badly with that generation of games to, like, be the entertainment hub of the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with the PlayStation 2.
And it could be.
Yeah, oh yeah. And
if Sony would get the fuck out of the way and let the hackers have fun with it.
Yeah. With the PlayStation 4, without the hacking bit of it, I do believe that they have like successfully accomplished that. Xbox took it way the fuck overboard this time. It's like, sports! You can watch your TV by talking to your Xbox. Don't you want explosions? Michael Bay movies. Everybody loves NFL.
Carl's Jr. brings you Xbox.
Carl's Jr. Xbox.
It's gonna make you
NFL
a lousy parent.
Network. But...
yeah.
The fucking spikes. Holy shit, they're in that whole segment.
They fucking pegged it out. I need to move it down a little.
But, yeah, I don't fucking get, like, I understand to a point. YouTube, Netflix, little extra niche shit that you like.
Yeah.
Like wrestling.
I don't need no...
Or anime. If you want to watch that shit on your television and stream it, be able to watch whatever the fuck you want when you want it, so you don't have to deal with fucking cable companies outside of give me my fucking internet.
I agree, you know.
Like, alright. My first bit of junk mail, which I've already tweeted about before this episode will come out, was a welcome to the neighborhood from DirecTV.
Yeah. How the fuck do you know that I got this place?
I wanted them to answer me that question because I asked it on
they
Twitter.
Won't. They ain't gonna answer it.
They won't ever fucking answer it.
No, they won't.
But I got this when I said I had lunch with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was like, "You got your first piece of mail at your house today, and it's fucking junk." So I proceeded to open said letter, which I have not mailed.
He called it as soon as he saw it. That is junk.
He was like, they send me this shit all the time. It's from father to son.
Here you go.
Here you go.
I'm casting down the
shit
heritage.
Stick.
Yeah, the shit stick. The heritage that is junk mail.
Yeah. On to you. Welcome to home ownership.
Plop.
I opened up said package, asked my dad for a pen, proceeded to mark through every channel that I would not watch, leaving Cartoon Network and the Science Channel unscathed.
Yes.
Then I looked down at their sports package block, which was 3/4 as big as the entirety of their channel network, which also included fucking sports.
You know what I'd have wrote on that? Foosball is the devil, Bobby Boucher.
Instead, I lacked the comedic ability in that moment. I just crossed through the entire sports section and proceeded to write, "I do not care about, or I only have interest in 2 of your channels. Please stop wasting my time. I'm getting internet from another company."
Yeah.
Smiley face with the tongue sticking out.
Exactly.
And they will receive this letter whenever, well, I'll probably go and, fucking shove it in my mailbox sometime tomorrow.
Well, you've got that other one sitting in the mailbox.
Oh, yeah. Which,
yeah. Let me tell what I seen from it.
Yeah.
He gets junk mail. They're trying to sell him shit that they flat out tell him he can get for fucking free down at the courthouse.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, on the outside of the package too, they would have make it look like I would be fined.
Yeah, it made it look like he was going to be fined. It was all this legal mumbo jumbo all over it. Send us $85.
So I handed it to my dad as soon as I saw that.
Yeah, he looked at it and he was like, "This is complete crap."
Yeah.
Yeah, pointed out, "This is why it's crap. That's why it's crap." So what does Lunchbox do? He rips it up, wads it in a great big fucking ball, sticks it down his fucking pants, and just rubs all the ball sweat he can onto that fucking letter. He didn't nicely cram it back into the return envelope. He put it in there like a big sweaty fucking ball sack meatball. Just a big wad.
Yep.
It is the ugliest fucking envelope you've ever seen in your life. And he went out there and stuck it in the fucking mailbox.
And I hope they open it and they smell all of the fermunda.
Yep.
I just hope they smell it, because I could smell it to the fucking shit as I was putting it in the goddamn mailbox.
Here you go, folks. Some ball soup.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was hot today.
Oh, yeah. It was warm.
It was hot.
Yeah.
I have no regrets about that whatsoever.
I don't blame you one bit. Fuck them, dude. Hell, I've already got a Picklestick.com fucking piece of junk mail. Because the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, same shit. Send us $90 and we'll submit your fucking site to 20 search engines and blah, blah, blah. I could do that.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I've already done that to Google.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, do you know Google does, for some reason, just doesn't seem to reference our fucking site?
What?
No. No, you do every iteration of fucking Picklestick, you know what I'm talking about? Podcast, doesn't show up.
Well, it used to, I thought.
I did too. I looked at it just about a week or so ago. Because it made me think. I seen that thing, at search engines. I went and looked it back up. Couldn't see it. Of
Maybe
course, I'm using Start Page, and they used
They use an older.
Yeah, like more.
I used regular strict Google back a couple of weeks ago, and it showed up. Fucking easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm using Start Page, and they get the results from Google.
Yeah.
But they use this anonymous type of.
And they also get like dated results as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit older stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather use Start Page, to be honest. I mean, you know.
I don't.
I'm not going to get...
For most shit, I don't really fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's just like, most of the shit that I Google is just like website names, and I'm like too busy to put like the .com afterward.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just like, I'm like, alright, phone. Here's this. Find it, you dick.
Well, you know what pisses me off, though, about...
Beat my cock mercilessly to whatever gross porn it is.
Well, what it pisses me off about Google is when I start to write in something and it starts popping back results.
Well, you type A and it comes up with Asian ass porn, and you're just like, well,
look at me some Asian ass porn.
I might as well fucking click on this.
Well, I'll be damned.
We know what you like. You go to eFucked regularly.
You like Asian ass porn.
You type G and it just says gaping, and you're like, alright, fuck it.
Welcome to the Generation Gape.
It's like, you type in T and it's tentacle bukkake, and you're like, oh, alright, cool.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I have nothing better to do today. I might as well look at this. We're pretty much in a weird stage right now.
Yeah.
Where all I've done this week is work and be bored.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm doing fucking odd jobs for people, and I ain't really had time to do nothing. I mean, and I'm not really going to get into it, but all I've done this week, like I said, is I'd work, come home, watch the riots, spend all night watching the fucking live streams.
Dude, I've literally, like, I'll come home after working, probably closer to 10 to 11 hours.
Mm-hmm. I wished. Goddamn, I wished. Yeah.
And then, like, watched fucking Dragonball Z.
Yeah.
And then went to bed. That's it. Well, I would eat while watching Dragonball Z.
Yeah.
And then just be comatose after that.
Oh, yeah. This week's been kind of a dull week. I mean, like I said, I've done shit, fucking doing odd jobs and bullshit, but ain't a damn bit of it I'm fucking willing to talk about on TV. Or, there ain't none of it I want to talk about on podcast, because nobody's going to give a shit about that.
It's also,
let's just put it this way. You won't get rich digging a ditch.
Yeah, it's very, very dark.
Yeah.
I don't want to... I like the mood to be... If it is angry, to be a nerdy angry.
Yeah, and this would just be dark.
Just dark anger.
Yeah.
But, what about, though, your, neighbors behind you?
Oh, yeah, I was telling you about that earlier. I had fun, and as much as fun as it can be to, like, fucking watch people just be retards, Mm-hmm. My neighbors, I fucking hate my neighbors. I hate them. I can't stand them. They're fucking Flanders, and they're fucking Flanders, man.
They're not nice like Flanders.
No, they are just the worst white separatist Southern Baptist morons you can fucking know. I mean, honest to God, there is, someday I'm half tempted to release that motherfucker's name, just so people can go look up his crazy bullshit.
Or just like, have a link to their website.
Yeah. Yeah, or at least just summarize some of this crazy bastard's fucking website
Yeah,
shit.
I think I'd much rather do that instead of link.
Yeah.
Their shit through ours.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to taint the fine name of the Picklestick.
Yeah.
With such fuckery. And this isn't an anti-religious thing whatsoever. Like, Geek Preacher's a nice
this
guy.
This is an anti-moron fucking thing.
Like, Geek Preacher's is a super nice guy. Other Christians I met, super fucking good people.
If that's what you believe, that's what you believe, and more power to you.
Yeah.
The Flanders, like I said, behind me. Every year they try to put in this fucking garden, and I'm going to be honest, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No.
They don't know a goddamn thing about gardening, and it's funny as hell sometimes to watch them flail around.
That's why they steal the fruit off.
Yeah, that's why they steal the fruits off our trees and steal our vegetables.
Bastards.
But anyway,
sons of bitches.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm watching their fucking teenage boy. He goes pulling this tiller out, and I'm in my backyard puttering around, fucking with my mopeds and shit, And I'm watching him. He pulls it out and he tries to crank it, and all I hear is pop, 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 pop. He pulls it again, pop, pop. Third time, pop. After that motherfucker's out there yanking his guts out, pulling this fucking tiller. I mean, yanking it. I didn't yank on shit whenever.
Harder than I was when I was 12.
Yeah.
Beating my meat 12 times.
That's what I was saying. When I was a teenager, I didn't yank on shit that fucking hard, Anyway, I'm sitting there watching it, and I am laughing my fucking ass off because I know exactly what's wrong with the fucking tiller. I could tell by the way it tried to fire up. I just know.
But hold on a second. Let me explain something here. When it comes to small engines, Gleek is a goddamn master.
Not quite, but
I
know enough to fucking I can fix it.
When my dad knows about car engines, it's probably as much as like the knowledge that you have about small engines.
Yeah, smaller 2 strokes and smaller 4 strokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'm listening to this, and I heard it trying to turn over and all that. And I know exactly what it is. The dumb son of a bitch put this damn thing up last year with gas in it. The gas has turned to crap.
I have a story to tell about when you get done with that.
All right.
About the same guy.
All right. Well, all right, the gas turned to fucking jelly, obviously, and it's gummed up the whole fucking carburetor. He's got to take the carburetor out, clean the whole fucking the jets and all that so the fuel will flow proper.
Yep.
All right. The part, though, that really give me the laugh is that I'm sitting there having a fucking hee-haw watching this jackass just yank on this tiller. And I'm like, you're making it worse, dude. You're pulling the crap deeper into the carb. It's just, it's futile, dumbass. It's futile. The whole time, though, all I could picture in my head was that fucking meme of Emperor Palpatine.
Yep.
And he was getting so fucking mad. And I'm sitting there, the evil part of me, it was saying that. Yes.
Let the blood flow through you.
Exactly. It was, I just could see Palpy saying that, because he had so much butt hurt.
The
delicious tears.
you young, you play around with your holy books for the men of Earth and the ones that believe in an afterlife. You must give in to your inner hate. Anyway.
Exactly. Well, I think it was me that was fucking entering the dark side because I was getting off on that son of a bitch, fucking yanking that fucking tiller.
I don't even know of any fucking Star Wars character I can compare that to.
Yeah.
Just be like, you fucking suck.
I was sitting there just fucking laughing, dude. I mean,
fucking died.
Yeah, because I mean, if they hadn't have been pricks, if they hadn't have been pricks in the past, I'd have been the nice guy, and I'd have walked straight up to the guy and says, "Hey, man, I think I know what's wrong with your tiller. It'll take you 10 minutes to fucking take care of it. Undo these 2 bolts, flip the carburetor over, take 4 fucking nuts off the bottom, poke a piece of wire through this, clean it out, XYZ, you got it, it's running."
Yeah.
No. Fuck him.
Fuck them.
I sit for a good half hour laughing over that dumb son of a bitch. And I deep down hope, that it cost them $100 to get that fucking thing fixed.
For something you can do in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If that.
Or less.
Yeah.
Yeah. half an hour if you fumble fuck it and are learning it, you know.
Now, same kid,
Mm-hmm.
all right, that tried to start that motor.
Yeah.
When I was working up at the gas station, during the summer, he would have to get fuel for lawnmower, whatever the fuck.
Which I've heard him trying to start that son of a bitch, and he couldn't get that motherfucker to crank us about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
More delicious tears.
But
God, it tastes like gravy.
Instead of a standard red gas can, the fucking shit they sell for like $3 to $8.
Yeah.
Depending on what size you get.
Mm-hmm.
The dumb son of a bitch fills a 2-liter bottle with gasoline.
Well, I've done that.
Okay.
It's not something you want to store gas in, but...
Did you bring it into the store after you fucking pumped it?
Into the store?
He brought it into the fucking gas station.
No!
As soon as he walked through the door, I was like, you have to sit that shit down outside.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I didn't know.
You did know?
Yeah, the fucking whole store smelled like gas for half an hour.
You didn't know? You've got
And
fucking
then,
2 liters of explosive material, you
dude,
jackass.
as soon. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he was like fucking 5 cents short.
Uh-huh.
And I already knew that they were fucking dicks to you.
Yeah.
I was like, I need that 5 cents.
You are addicted for a nickel.
So, like he left that fucking gas bottle, since they're fucking honest.
Yeah.
Right? They're honest fucking crooks.
Honest, yeah.
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 As honest as they can be, at least he is.
Yeah.
He left that gas bottle outside. I went and fucking asked his dad for a nickel to bring back to fucking me at the gas station.
No. I have been the guy. I've actually been, I swear to God, one time I was this guy. Well, a couple times, but I was like 2 cents short. The pump run over. Alright. And it sounds stupid. I actually told the woman behind the counter, I said, look, I'll bring you the 2 cents. She said, no, don't worry about that. I said, no. This sounds stupid, but I want to give you the 2 cents. I owe it. And she looked at me like I'd fucking grown another head. But it's always this way I feel. A person will steal a penny from you, they will steal $1 million.
Yeah.
And I'm not that guy.
See,
and it was a case of being just honest, you know?
The thing
that too, and I live in a small town, and
everyone fucking knows you.
I'm fucking 50 yards away from the fucking grocery. It's not like it, you know what I mean? It's not a long walk, you know?
I've told several people just like bullshit numbers that I've rung up with, like most of them being smaller because I don't want to fucking deal with giving them fucking change back.
Yeah.
Because I don't fucking care. And that's true with my job right now, even though it's a slightly larger amount, because I carry more than what's normal always, just in case, you know, like, all right.
You got change for 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
But it's mostly because, like, sometimes EBT, there's a delivery fee. There's always a delivery fee with everything that we have. And it's $1.89. Okay. If you order, or if you're a good customer, I'll, like, $50 or more, with $1.89.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's solely dependent upon how much you spend, if you're a regular customer or not, and your attitude about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you're one of these bastards that just think it's like, oh, this is just a fucking credit card. You know, no fucking ramifications from this whatsoever. No, I will sit by your car and wait the entire time it takes you to pull out that $1.89.
Yeah.
Down to the fucking penny.
Yeah, and if I don't get the penny, you don't get no product at all. No,
I will throw those fucking chicken strips right back in the fucking place that I got them from. And go about my fucking day.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
well, it's what I used to call the displeasure of fucking with you tax.
Yeah.
And I've had times where I could be a nice guy, I could let people coast on something. But if you're a complete cocksucker, then fuck you.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, that, I'm sure you take a little hit on your karma when you do that. You know? But I'm not fucking Gandhi, man.
I don't believe in karma.
I kind of do.
I think
I'm absolutely sure that I got my life right now because of my former life or something, because I must have fucking been a bastard.
I've always believed in, you make your own luck, you make your own karma.
Yeah. But
God, for lack of a better quote, God helps those who help themselves.
Yeah, I agree, But I tend to think of that there is a balance to the world. And come on, dude, let's look at some things. Like
if there is a balance with the world, it's heavier toward evil.
Dude, the top 50%, the top 50 people in the world hold like fucking goddamn, what is it, like 65 to 75% of all the world's resources?
Yeah.
Now, that shit's got to balance out somehow. Why did these individuals get so much
in such a little time?
Karma would say because everyone else got the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? That there has to be a balance some fucking way. But this rich motherfucker, while he's rich in like material goods, he might be just a totally empty fucking vessel and hates his fucking life. And the poor people, even though they have less, are maybe having experiences that give them a more fulfilled life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think there is a balance that when you lose, that's because somebody else won.
Yeah.
And when you win, somehow it's spread out,
But I think that, depression or, just your viewpoint of life, it's all perspective.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Everything that could possibly happen, good or bad, is just perspective from someone's fucking viewpoint. And, with me buying this house, okay? From my perspective, it's a good thing. From someone who is doing or did better than me, in the long run, be like, oh, this is so much work, this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm 23 and I don't have any debt and I own property.
Well, yeah. It's how you look at it.
Like
the world is as it... What's that saying? The world is the way it is because we see it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that goes down even past... Dude, that's deeper than just, philosophical bullshit. That goes down into, biology and shit.
Yeah.
The reason why the sun is that color is because your eyes develop to see it at that wavelength.
Yeah, I was so wrapped up fucking philosophy horse shit and this,
oh
that,
my
and the
god,
other.
Yes.
Yeah, I was so wrapped up in that until one day it just finally dawned on me. It's like, it doesn't fucking matter.
It was that day I told you about where I woke up one day and said, I don't fucking care anymore.
Well, it wasn't only that.
Fuck this.
I think, dude, it was working that fucking job at that warehouse. 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I realized, even important shit that I just stopped giving a total fuck about.
Yeah.
It was shit that I should have fucking cared about, and I was just like, nah, fuck that. Fuck this. The only thing, I only cared about two things. Sleeping and eating.
Yeah.
That was it.
I am a panda.
I would, dude, I would jerk off to stay awake and drink coffee to go to sleep. That's how badly it fucked with my biology.
Wow.
Yeah. But dude, I've been so down on shit to where I was like, I don't want to jerk off. Just down on shit. It's oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Just fuck it.
Well, that happened to me. So when I was, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what year. The year that it really struck me.
Yeah. Plus, not go to sleep. That's what I normally did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23-ish.
Kind of somewhere up in my age right now.
Yeah, about 97.
Yeah.
And about the time I started fucking smoking cigarettes and shit.
I was a first grader.
Yeah. I just one day, I told you about it. I woke up middle of the fucking night and I went from I was this constant nervous wreck, always thinking, could not shut my fucking brain off. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm thinking of life, the universe, and everything, and just one day I woke up and I literally sit up in the fucking bed. It was dark. All right. I sit up in the fucking bed and I just said, fuck this.
Maybe two.
And
Go ahead.
Well, no, I'm just saying that was a changing point for me. From that point on, my give a fuck went away. And it was like, now I ain't gonna say that it was all fucking teacups and fucking candy canes, you know, it wasn't fucking wonderful, but my level of give a fuck I quit caring what people think. All of it.
Maybe that part of your life too was why, like, now you're like the third most well-read person I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother on my mom's side,
mm-hmm.
you know, she read every single book in the library at Murray and had a fucking card to prove it during the 70s.
Yeah.
My dad fucking speed reads.
Yeah.
And then you've told me about shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, I haven't even scratched the surface about this shit.
Yeah.
Like, maybe times of turmoil for people, because, like, I knew my grandmother went through some shit, because she lost, I think, through that time, 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe those times of turmoil, not only for personal growth, but are the parts of life that we do our most unintentional learning.
Yeah.
Like, you remember when I was 19 when we first really started hanging out at your house?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was reading a fucking bunch because, like, I didn't have any fucking thing else to do. Like, I was kind of down on myself.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to get out and do things. I didn't have any resources to. Like, no one fucking gave me an opportunity.
That was me coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have a job, and every damn penny I'd make would have to go. I'd help my fucking parents out. Yeah. I'd come home, hand them the check, and say, "Help, let's put this on this." But, you know.
As soon as I got that fucking first talent in, I was like, hey, this is the fucking death grip that I'm gonna fucking have on this, and it's not gonna get the fuck away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since I have realized that, I have fucking fought and scraped and clawed my way into every single little niche that I could to make myself look better than any one of the colleagues that I've had. Granted, fucking granted, now the position that I'm in, that's fucking hard to do.
Yeah.
that is fucking the most difficult shit that I have, because like I will not see people who I know will not buy. I just don't fucking see them. I don't have time to fuck with them.
Well, no, you can't. Not with your job.
No.
You've got to devote yourself to actually fucking achieving.
I've built more active customers sitting in a parking lot doing fucking nothing than I made more money from it than I would have seen those fucking people.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Like Friday, I got 2 brand new customers from someone who I know tried to fucking cheat the system to try to get shit half off and built a new customer right then. Sat in a parking lot when I went fucking should have saw someone over in the projects that never fucking buys unless it's a specific day, and if you go see them the next day that don't have any fucking money.
Yeah.
I was like, alright, they're not there. Quote unquote. Went to a fucking parking lot. Went ahead and started taking my break. Right? Got me a drink, got me something to eat, sitting out in my truck. Someone comes up. They're like, oh, hey, do you have 5 minutes to spare? And I'm like, I'm on DOT break right now. Just give me like 10 more minutes. And they're like, alright. So they go and they go back to their vehicle and they fucking sit through and they look. And she comes back around. She was like, can you meet us at such and such address after you get done off your break and we'll buy some shit? And I was like, sure. As soon as that break was up, bam, I was at their house. And less than 3 fucking minutes off my break. How much money I made? $75 fucking dollars instead of having to sit and wait for someone to sit to that book and be like, I'll get my stamps to such date. Fuck you!
And fuck your stamps.
I'm going to go into this person that will write me a fucking check and not argue about the $1.89 fucking delivery fee. Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself. I've been fucked over by so many fucking people.
Yeah.
On just like, I thought, alright, I'm going to tell this fucking story.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't tell this fucking story, but I'll tell this fucking story anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Ridgely,
mm-hmm.
next to Real Foot Lake.
Mm-hmm. Which is a beautiful fucking place, dude.
It's beautiful. Never drive a boat through it.
Yeah, oh, we did. When I was a kid.
It's naughty as fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say, when I was a kid, we about flipped a boat in Real Foot Lake.
It's naughty as fuck.
Yeah, we hit a stump. Oh my god.
But it was near the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 stops left, 1 callback, pretty much. 3 stops probably wouldn't buy.
Mm-hmm.
1 callback might buy $30.
Mm-hmm.
I was down my luck. I was sitting there at the gas station waiting for fucking time to be up.
Mm-hmm.
I had a woman come up,
mm-hmm.
sit there and sit through the book,
mm-hmm.
ask me if I accept DPT. Older white woman. I was like, yeah, I do. You know.
Mm-hmm. A sale's a sale. Yeah.
A sale's a sale. You know.
Yeah.
She starts listing off shrimp, fish,
God.
chicken, this, that.
If you're on
Mexican
food stamps,
food.
If you're on food stamps, what the fuck are you buying from his specialty catalog bullshit?
Yeah. Why are you doing this?
Don't you know how to buy in bulk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's listing off the shit. You know, I take her order most of the time I have another man that just wants to buy some ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to the restaurant I go to every time I'm Ridgely from across the street.
Yeah.
I walk around, I pick up a product real quick, and I don't bag it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I just have it there on the holding flaps.
Yeah.
I call up the number.
Mm-hmm.
Go through 3/4 of their bullshit
mm-hmm.
before they tell me she has $2 and some change.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Left on this fucking card after a fucking $60 order before tax and delivery.
Wow.
Okay, this would have taken me over the $600 mark.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I go around to her vehicle and I hand her card back and I was like, it's been rejected.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at me, she was like, it's the 10th, isn't it? No ma'am, it's the 9th. The woman beside her told her it was the 9th before I could spit it out my fucking mouth.
Wow.
Oh, well, we'll see you next month. Bull fucking shit you will. You ain't wasting 45 minutes of my goddamn time just to get it on the wrong day.
Exactly. Yeah.
I am fucking schlocker drunk. Oh.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Holy Christ.
Let's say I got a feeling you're going to be sitting there watching fucking YouTube for about 30 minutes and then fucking go to sleep in your chair.
Probably. That'll probably happen. I'll wake up fucking sick as a goddamn dog. And
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like,
you don't really have
not
hangovers.
Sick to my stomach, not like hangover sick, but probably like, holy fuck! I slept without any covers on. Like, heady sick.
Yeah,
like that.
Gotcha.
Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. As always, I have been the fantastically intoxicated Lunchbox,
and I'm Gleek, who's worried about my friend's health.
Possible alcoholism, but not really. But, and we will catch you guys next week on the turnaround.
So, same time, same channel, all that kind of thing.
All Space Ghost shit. Yep, let's fucking go!
Later, folks.
You can reach the Generation Gap podcast on our Twitter page at PicklestickPod or shooting us an email at picklestickproductions@gmail.com.
You can also find us on Stitcher.